this question from a lot of my style clients, and sometimes they say like, hey, you recommend like silk and cashmere, and although I think that those are really nice investment pieces, sometimes they seem to be a little bit too expensive for my budget. And although perhaps I'm not shopping for cash, but right now maybe I have kids in college, or I just want to be really smart with my purchases. So how do I do that? So I made a segment for you today about fast fashion and when to buy, but when to skip. And so I hope you enjoy this presentation. We're going to turn to my computer and I will give you some examples. Again, this video is about shopping and the few times you might consider fast fashion, because I'm always showing you how to be more effective with your shopping and loving clothes you already have. I also always promote quality over quantity, but there are those occasions that you might consider fast fashion. But before I get started, give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so I show up in your inbox. Okay, so a time you might consider fast fashion is when you want to bring in a trendy item into your wardrobe. Now, I know that many of you consider maybe animal print a classic staple. However, if there's something that's pushing you a little outside your comfort zone and you see like, okay, this is a little bit of a trend, I really like it, it works well for my body type, I think I'm gonna try it, but you don't wanna invest like $1,200 in a coat or something super crazy, then you just might want to consider getting something fast fashion. Another time you might consider fast fashion is when you're learning and when you're just getting started with learning how to dress for your body type and you're trying out new silhouettes. So I have this great guide. In fact, I have a calculator where you can go onto my website, type in your measurements, and your body type, your body shape will pop up. And then I have a guide with recommendations of how to dress for your body type. And so you can take some of those recommendations and you might start playing around with like the V-neck or the puff-sleeved jumpsuit, or maybe a maxi dress or an A-line dress, something that you don't already have in your wardrobe, but you don't necessarily want to fork out like a few $100s just to try. So try it out from, I don't know, again, like a local boutique or, you know, a fast fashion store, just to try out the silhouette. And if you love it and if you feel good in it, like the shape of it, then go for it and invest in it. And of course, the material in an investment piece will always be more superior to something that you can get at H&M, but at least you can play around with the silhouette. There's been times where I was trying out something new and I got it at H&M and then I was like, you know what, I wear this piece all the time. In fact, it was this one blazer and I was like, I do wear this crop blazer all the time. I think I do want to invest in it. So just consider it for those reasons. It's funny, but I have this essentials checklist and one of the things on there is a white silk blouse. And one of my clients were like, okay, I love the concept, but I would never invest in white because I am like coffee magnet. Like if I have a cup of coffee in my hand, I'm going to spill it. It's going to end up on my shirt. And so perhaps if you don't want to invest in white, you might want to go the fast fashion route and get something that if you spill on it, you get some spaghetti sauce on it or whatever, you get some little kid fingerprints on it, then you won't necessarily cry about it. So that is definitely a time when fast fashion is maybe not too bad of an option. And another time fast fashion could be a great option is if you are trying a new color. So the same way that you're maybe trying a new silhouette, maybe you're going a little bit outside of your comfort zone and trying a new color, maybe a seasonal color. Perhaps you typically don't wear red or like candy canes on your shirt, so you might go with a fast fashion and not necessarily an investment piece. And so if you do go for that and you just don't want to feel guilty, don't feel guilty because it just happens. Or maybe you've never worn pink in your life and you see all the cool girls wearing pink and you're like, I just want to try it, and you don't want to fork out $500 for a jumpsuit, or I mean a suit, then just go for it. Try it fast fashion. Another time when I've definitely been in the fast fashion world was during my weight loss journey. So one item that's super great for weight loss journeys, by the way, actually two items, a dress and a belt. Yes, an auto belt. Yes, I designed them. But I'm telling you, if you get dresses while you're going through your weight loss journey, you're going to love me. You could even wear leggings underneath. But you're just going to feel so much more like feminine and beautiful because you're wearing a dress and it's still comfortable and it's very forgiving. Dresses are super forgiving. So definitely think about a dress and you have a wrap belt that, you know, you're not committing to any kind of size belt and it's just changing with you. I've had so many of my clients tell me that, and I highly recommend it. And of course, depending on the party, but perhaps fast fashion is a way to go for party time. So it could be like New Year's or some kind of theme party. I think if you're going to a wedding, you probably want to invest in something nice, and maybe fast fashion isn't necessarily the route, but there is a great trick. You could go the fast fashion route and then accessorize very expensive, and that way you can still look expensive. But some of the times where you definitely want to avoid fast fashion is when you're building up your capsule collection. So a capsule collection are just these great solid investment pieces, such as a great pair of jeans, again, a white blouse or a black blouse, a t-shirt. I have a great checklist there for you, but certain pieces that you have in your closet that serve as like essentials, the basics that will mix and match with anything else that you buy. So if you buy that like crazy colorful shirt, you'll have the jeans to go with it. Or if you buy that like super cute flowy skirt, you'll have the top to go with it. So definitely invest in some of those capsule classics. You also want to avoid fast fashion when it doesn't fit seamlessly. I've seen so many of my customers do this, and I've done this myself before too, is you buy something because it's inexpensive or it's because it's on sale, but it doesn't actually look super great on you. Now, if it doesn't look great on you, it's not worth the purchase unless you're going to take it to a tailor. Remember, you want to look and feel amazing. What you're wearing is going to not only affect your confidence, but also the message that you're sending out to the world. So buy smart and buy intentionally. So definitely avoid fast fashion when it doesn't make you feel amazing and you don't think you have a killer body, okay? All of us have that one dress or that one outfit that makes us feel super amazing. And if you don't, you need to get that amazing outfit, okay? And if you have clothes that don't make you feel amazing, just get rid of them. You also want to avoid fast fashion when it comes to accessories, such as leather belts, shoes, and handbags. Trust me, with belts, I mean, you're talking to a belt expert here and a belt designer, but plastic belts, they fall apart. If you have a wrap belt and you're like, you know, tying it, it just starts to peel and it starts to fall apart. It's not very expensive looking. Same thing with shoes and handbags. People can tell, you can tell if it's not a very nice quality item. So for certain items that you're going to be wearing a lot, definitely make the investment, and it's a good feeling because you're also helping the environment. All right, thank you so much for watching, but I'm curious what you have to say. So be sure to leave a comment for me below and let me know what is your opinion about fast fashion. I hope you enjoyed this presentation on fast fashion, when to buy and when to skip. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment for me below and let me know. Do you agree? Do you disagree? I just want to hear from you. And also ask me any questions that you may have about dressing for your body type or essentials to have in your closet, because I want to be able to bring you value, and hearing from you will help me create videos for you. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time on Auto Style Minute.